What's up, everybody? I'm Otaku Kent, and today is going to be a very unique kind of video.
A random video.
Let's get started. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you know when we upload videos. I hope you are all having a wonderful day today because this is going to be a very unique video. As Critical Role likes to put it, as everything is content. And today is going to be one of those random content kind of days due to the quarantine, the plague, whatever you want to call it.
COVID-19.
Yeah. Well, either way, we are going to be doing something unique because, as you can see behind me, that is not my normal shelf of anime figures. That is actually a new corkboard where I'm going to be putting all my Disney pins. And I figured today was a good day to go ahead and show y'all what my pin collection looks like. Most of the time you have collectors show them on the board and point at them as they're going along. Well, because we're moving them across to the other side of my room, we're going to just show them individually, and then in between each row, we're just going to stick them up on the board. Let's get started. So the first one I have is a Tangled Rapunzel pin. This one was bought from Pinderella on Facebook. Most of these are bought from Pinderella on Facebook. Some of them I've traded for, and some of them I bought on adventures to Disney and the Disney Cruise Line. If I remember correctly, I talked about some of my pins that I got during the recap of what happened during my cruise and everything, what I got.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So it's been a while since I talked about my pins, but that's the very first pin I got was a Rapunzel pin. And I actually really like this one because it's very glittery. Now this next one...
Well, everybody has a laughing place.
Everyone does have a laughing place. I almost poked myself. This one says... This one says, I conquered Splash Mountain and I barely got wet.
That's some bull.
But this one is Splash Mountain. It's one of my favorite rides. Is that looking all right, Daniel?
Looking good.
All right. Yeah, this is a Splash Mountain. One of the few Splash Mountain pins that I have. I've always loved riding this ride. It's got some of the best animatronics in my opinion as far as like nostalgia.
Yeah, one of the old animatronics that actually work pretty well in today's time.
Yeah, I think the only one that has issues is the one, I don't know if it's Disneyland or Disney World. One of the ones has Burr Rabbit hopping across and he gets pulled back and he hops across to the next log. That one has some issues I've heard every once in a while, but I've never experienced it, so. This next one actually is another Splash Mountain pin, but this one's unique. This one just says Splash Mountain on it, and it has a log that slides down the slope.
And instead of Brer Fox, Brer Bear, and Brer Rabbit, it has Mickey, Donald, Goofy.
And Pluto.
And Pluto.
But yeah, I'll let you know if these are not from Pinderella on Facebook. But for the most part, yeah, they are. I will let you know if they are from a different set or if they have a story with them. Next, we go under the sea to Ariel.
Well, technically she has legs, doesn't she?
Yes, technically she has legs on this one. This one's one of my first Ariel pins, and I really like this one. It's like the first Rapunzel one. It's very glittery, and I like shiny things, which is why I'm a goblin who likes Dyson pins.
I would go for the song Shiny, but I think that's been overplayed too much now.
No, enough is never enough. They're so shiny. Especially when we're playing Pokemon Go, but that's another story.
Well, that Shiny's different.
Yeah. This next one's another Ariel. It says, I'm really a mermaid. Which, if you ask Jasmine, she'll say I'm a mermaid of a man, but that's another story.
Merman.
Merman and Barnacle Boy.
I'm Barnacle Man.
Mermaid Man, defenders of the deep.
More like fried Barnacle Boy. Belly I got.
I actually have the belly to suit me for Mermaid Man. This one,
Evil.
this one came in a pack. It's a mystery pack, so you don't know which ride you're gonna get. This one is the Mad Teacups, and it's got Cheshire Cat on it when Alice is in the teacup. This one's actually really fun, and I really like this one.
I love that ride too.
I do too. Jasmine, when me and her rode it, she's like, "Please don't make me dizzy. Please don't make me dizzy." And I'm like,
Okay, I won't make you dizzy. I'll make you clumsy.
I went bananas with the wheel, and she's like, "I'm gonna be sick," and I'm like, I'm staring her right in the face because the trick to the teacups is stare right in front to the person right in front of you, so you don't get dizzy. And I'm just like,
Oh, you know what you should have done?
What?
You should have been doing this. There's no easy way of knowing.
I'll do that next time. I'll be going to Disney World next year. I'll do that then. This next one came off of a set. This one is, of course, Rapunzel. And this one and the next one came off a Princess Lanyard set. I think I kept one more from the... Yeah, I kept one more, and this is in the next row. And that's because Jasmine wanted it. Rapunzel and Ariel are my favorite princesses. So, yeah, these came with a princess-themed lanyard, and I was going to keep that if I ever have a daughter. But these are really pretty, and the glitter all in the background is wonderful. All right, we'll be right back with the next row. All right, for the second row, Dan had to step away from it. He'll be right back. The second row will be this Shanghai Disney Resort Grand Opening Pin. Now, there is a set with this one that's hard to find, all of them. But Goofy was the one I was able to get a hold of. I really like this one. It's got all the little gemstone-looking things in it. It's very glittery. I wore this one to work for a while. For a while, they let us wear on our uniform pins that we, they're harmless. But they had a recent change where we weren't allowed to wear pins of any kind. What can you do? So... that's one I really like. This one I wore all year last year on my uniform because it had 2019 on it. And 2019 Chip 'n Dale with the Spaceship Earth and popcorn. And I'm not really sure. Oh, with the popcorn bag. I've never really noticed that. But to be fair, I never really looked that hard. So yeah, that's a really good one. I always have a good time with good old Chip 'n Dale. This next one is from Fantasmic, and I absolutely love this show. Jasmine loves this show. We actually went to go see it when we were in Hollywood Studios 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. Definitely, it's a must-see show every time we go there, in my opinion. This next one, I can never remember his name. But Daniel remembers his name, so I will ask him when he gets back. But this is the devil guy from Fantasia. That's what the word was, Fantasia. And the interesting thing about this, to give the wings a 3D look, it's layered. So they got two different. Oh, I did not know they moved. That's pretty cool. Huh. I'm going to show Daniel that when he gets back. I didn't. Apparently, the wing set on this side is broken. Huh. Did not know that. I didn't even know they moved, to be honest. I never really looked. I just thought it was really cool. So yeah, we got that pin right there. All right, so this next one's a very interesting one. I wore this one to work a little bit as well. It is Expedition Everest. It says Everest, Disney's Expedition Everest to Animal Kingdom on it. And it's got a textured feel like merit badges or patches. So that's really cool. I really like this one. It's got a really good feel to it. Again, I did wear this one to work for a while too, just for some fun. This next one, I mean, who doesn't love Who Framed Roger Rabbit? And this one is Jessica Rabbit saying, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. I really like Roger Rabbit. It's one of those movies that just doesn't get enough love nowadays. So yeah, that's a really good pin right there. And the dress is glittery, and so is the tip of the paintbrush. I'm guessing it just drew her dress or something like that. It's really cool. And then finally, here's the third one of that set from before I told you about with the lanyard. It is Princess Aurora. And this one's very, very, very pink. Jasmine really likes Aurora. She literally loves Belle. So, yeah. And that will do it for the second row. Let me go grab the third one, and we'll be right back. And we're back with row 3. Dan has returned.
I am back.
Quick question. So the devil guy from Fantasia, what was his name?
Oh, Turnabog, I believe, is the name of it.
All right. Well, first off, his wings on the pin.
Oh, they spread out?
Yeah, but one of them's broken.
Oh.
So the lower one's broken, so it keeps going
Oh, that stinks.
on one of them. But it's all right. I mean, it's still pretty cool. All right, guys. So next we have the Walt Disney World 2018 Donald pin. This was actually probably one of a handful of first. So when I got my first pins, I ordered in bulk, just a big old grab bag of pins, and I kept the ones I didn't. I kept the ones I wanted, and just did away with the ones I didn't through trades. And yeah, so this was one of the ones that were first. I actually wore this on my apron at work for a little while. It has Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Tree of Life, and I think Tower of Terror is down the side. I can't really tell. Donald's face is kind of blocking it.
Let me see.
Is that Tower of Terror underneath Donald?
It might be with his face right there. I can't really tell.
Yeah, same.
But I think it's supposed to be representing all
the parks.
All the parks,
Yeah.
So it might be Tower of Terror. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah. So these next ones came with a set. They were for 2017. Here we have Tinkerbell, because who doesn't love Tinkerbell?
The people she tries to kill.
Fair enough. My personal favorite version of Mickey, Sorcerer Apprentice Mickey. That's one. You got the sorcerer's hat on. This one was a single that came with that bundle. It was a Little Mermaid silhouette. With, I guess that's the sun setting, maybe.
That or the moon.
Yeah. This one is a standard classic Mickey pin. I've always, I mean, who doesn't love Mickey?
People hate Disney.
You leave my dad out of this. I'm kidding. This one's another one of the 2017 pins at Stitch. What do you say about this, Stitch?
Oh.
Next we have the 2017 Simba pin.
The original cartoon.
Yeah. Okay, now this one is, it's kind of hard to tell. It's Dumbo.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, have Dan help me out with this one.
There we go.
This one's just kind of hard to tell.
And there. Now Kent is Dumbo.
You're a Dumbo.
Good. I'm glad I'm an elephant. You know why? Elephants are cool.
Now we're starting to get into the pins I got while I was on the Disney cruise. This one I traded for before I even got on the boat.
Bring it a little closer.
That better?
Yeah.
So this one was on a girl's backpack, and I traded her a Crunk pin for it. And this one's not a standard Disney pin. It is actually a Loungefly pin, which means it was made in partnership with Disney and Funko.
It kind of looks like the Rapunzel from the TV series.
It is. That concludes row 3. We will be right back. All right, we are back with the next row, and this one's kind of a mixed bag because I actually received pins around the same time as I got back from my cruise. So this one says Best Day Ever, Rapunzel. That one's always a fun one. And I do love how it has the sun from the Corona Kingdom. This next one is Ariel saying the girl who has everything, and it's got a seashell instead of the sun on Rapunzel's. Then we got, this one comes in a mystery pack, but Pinderella had it separate. It's Rapunzel, and it's a glittery R for Rapunzel. Now that we're starting to get more into the actual cruise pins. This one's actually kind of interesting. So this is for the Disney Cruise Line itself. I bought this one.
It was a terrible storm.
It was a terrible storm, and the boat was rocking back and forth and back and forth. Tweety Bird. Anyways, the interesting fact about this pin, besides the fact that it can collect dust, is it actually has this weird felt material on the bottom.
I think it's more for like if you want to like have it standing up instead of like on a pin.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I gotta say, it looks really nice, and too bad we can't go on a cruise right now.
Yeah. Next year for me. You need to convince your family to go on a Disney cruise.
I really do.
I mean, or you could just go on one yourself.
That is very true.
Why the hell not? This next one I actually traded for. Rapunzel and Pascal, and Rapunzel's holding the lantern. Then we have... Oh, yes, I bought this one. I'm not bad. I just cruised that way. The joke was too easy not to get this one.
For those of you who do not know, that is Jessica Rabbit.
I just went over that with the last row when you weren't here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, because there was another thing about up there. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, when people say, "Oh, she's the hottest cartoon character," I'm like, no, I don't see the appeal with her that much. I know Roger's not too bad looking, but she's not. Like how people say, she's so sad, she's so sad. I'm like, no. They look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, okay, one, it's a cartoon.
This one I also bought on the cruise line. It is Rapunzel behind a castle. I don't know if it's just the... I think it's just the Disney cat, the one in Magic Kingdom. I'm pretty sure. But I really like this one. It's got a unique look to it.
Whether it be Disney Castle or the Castle of Corona.
Yeah. Now this one's a fun one. I bought this one on the boat as well. It's Stitch doing the sandcastle thing when he's alone, but he's wearing a little sailor hat.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's so cute. The only thing missing is the little leaf on the top.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for that row. We will be right back.